Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back to our Lego room. In today's Lego room update, we'll be taking a look at our BrickFair Virginia haul. Lots of cool items that we brought back from the recent convention that we attended there. We've also been receiving a number of BrickLink orders and Lego deliveries, which we will take a closer look at. Really exciting stuff that I'm looking forward to building and working on there. And then we've got some other things to look at and discuss around the Lego room. So without further ado, let's dive in and get started. So first off, taking a look at some of the cool items that I was able to pick up and bring back from BrickFair Virginia. Was an awesome show and convention. Definitely a lot of amazing builds, which you've started to see some of the videos for up on the channel. And, a ton of great builders as well. Always nice to be able to reconnect with people that I only really get to see in person at shows like this. So, it was a lot of fun to attend. Didn't pick up a ton of stuff, but really happy with what I did get here. First off, we've got from Brickmania, the Ironclads. This was a new exclusive set to their Chantilly store. Chantilly is just outside Washington, D.C., and that's where the BrickFair Virginia takes place. So I was really happy with that. I will be building this soon and we'll put a video up on the channel, but always cool to pick up the latest Brickmania sets, especially exclusive ones like this. I picked up a couple of poly bags at the Walmart right next to where the convention was. Got a nice new Dreams poly bag there. Really excited about the Dreams sets. I think they look pretty cool, and we'll talk more about those in a minute. And then we've got a nice poly bag here from the Ninjago Dragons Rising. Really been enjoying the new Ninjago animated show. So looking forward to building that poly bag as well. Then from Eclipse Graphics, we picked up a Spot minifigure. Big fan of the Spider-Verse movies, and definitely a cool looking figure. Always impressed by the work that Eclipse Graphics does, so I was happy to pick up that. And then I also picked up one of their shipping containers that has their Eclipse Graphics graffiti on it. So we'll put that together and I'll show that in an upcoming video, but happy with both of those. Now, another thing that I like about BrickFair is that it's a great opportunity for me to pick up back issues of Brick Journal magazine. This is one of my favorite Lego magazines, and now that I'm living back in Canada, it's much harder to pick this up. When I was living in the States, it was much easier. We generally pick it up at Barnes and Noble. It was a great spot for being able to find the issues when they came out. But I was able to pick up a number of back issues. So I picked up some from 2022 and from 2023. So looking forward to reading through these. Just something about having a physical version of a magazine makes it so much, nicer and easier to both read and reference. So quite happy about being able to get these, and about, some of the awesome articles that they've got featured in here. We'll look at a way to talk about some of these on the channel in an upcoming video. But quite happy to be able to get them, and just a lot of great articles here. Looking forward to these city and castle ones in particular. But each magazine always has a lot of great stuff, and I'm also sort of enjoy and impressed by the fact that they get such a wide they sort of cut such a wide path through the Lego community. There's, from mechs to animal builds, to Disney, to castles, to, space and cities. They cover it all across the different issues of the magazine, which I think is impressive and cool. And yeah, just really happy that I was able to pick these up. These were really, I would say, my big find of the show, and the thing that I was most happy about getting and bringing back, just because I like the magazine so much. And like I said, very difficult to pick it up, in physical form these days. So I was really happy to be able to get that. Beyond that, we've got our BrickFair Chantilly brick here and our recognized AFOL networking event brick. Always happy to get those and add those to our growing collection. And then we've got some nice assorted pieces as well. So, overall was really happy with what we were able to pick up from the show. And, like I said, so many amazing builds were on display there. We've started to post videos up on the channel, but a lot more videos to come in the days and weeks ahead. So make sure to keep an eye out for those. And, it was a lot of fun in general being able to be in the Washington, D.C. area. I took a few days after the convention to do some sightseeing with my family, which was a lot of fun. We checked out a number of the museums in DC. I'll post some videos from that on the channel as well. But, a great time away in general. But now, back home, we've got lots of interesting projects on the go. So first off, let's take a look at some of the LEGO deliveries and BrickLink orders that have been arriving. So first off, taking a look at the BrickLink orders that we've been receiving. Lots of great bricks arriving here, as you can see. I've just been stacking them here as I sort of process them through and mark things off on BrickLink that they've been received. Lots of great stuff here. These are for a number of projects that we've got coming up in the next couple of weeks here as we prep for a train show that we're going to be displaying at. I'll be posting a video on the channel soon talking a little bit more about the builds that we're going to be displaying, the space that we're trying to fill with these builds. And then we'll kind of cover on the, sort of the days and weeks leading up to the show as we get everything prepped and ready to go through the sort of the design, the building phase, the packing phase, and then finally displaying at the show. So should be fun. Keep an eye out for that. And that, like I said, that'll start in the next day or two here. But, all these parts are going into that process. And you'll notice, in addition to these parts here, I've picked up a number of half Lego base plates. So these are 16 studs by 32 studs. So half of what a normal Lego base plate is. And the reason for that is, I've talked on the channel a bunch about the fact that, one of the big difficulties in taking builds to Lego shows and conventions, etc., is, transportation and trying to fit things into bins. And with a number of my builds, they are on a sort of a 2 base plate width dimension, which doesn't fit well into plastic containers. But there's a few spots where I can switch things over to being on like 1 full base plate and then 2 half base plates, which will let me take things apart in a way that should fit nicer into the storage bins that we have, and it'll make things a lot easier for transporting to conventions and shows. So looking forward to putting that to the test. We will see as we go through. This is also going to be used in the warehouse building project that we're working on that we talked about a little while ago. So lots of things that'll put those base plates to use, but something interesting, that I'm trying out and I think should work well, especially when it comes to track. Being able to have things on a half base plate should make it easier to, store those things, transport them. And I think will also make it easier to interchange some of the decoration and sort of landscape elements that we're going to put around our track as well. So keep an eye out on the channel for more on that. We will discuss it more as we get into those projects and work on that. But, a number of excellent parts coming in here. We've got some interesting ladders here, which are going to be used for one of the oil tank projects that's going to go next to our layout here, as we start to add some industries into the layout, and that should be a fun one to take to the convention as well. So really excited about these. Can't wait to start diving in and making use of these parts. Now on to the Lego deliveries that we've been getting as well. So as everybody knows, August 1st just recently passed and Lego put out a number of excellent sets. Always an excellent time of year. Lego pretty consistently puts out some, awesome looking sets in the August time frame. And these just recently got delivered. I was very fortunate to be able to pick up several cool looking sets that really spoke to me. First off, we've got the latest architecture set, an awesome looking Japanese castle. I'm a big fan of the architecture sets in general. I think it's cool to see how they take the real world monuments and buildings and, translate them down to a smaller scale while retaining the features that really distinguish that architecture piece. So, love these sets in general, and I think this is an excellent looking one. I'm a big fan of castles as well. I'm excited to see this piece in action, this new piece on the corner of the roof there. I think that should be a very useful piece and a nice addition to the Lego library of pieces. So excited about this one, looking forward to building it, and I think it'll be an excellent display piece in our Lego room here. Next up, we've got the amazing Spider-Man art piece. I'm a big fan of the Lego art pieces in general. As you've seen, I've got a number of these on display in the stairwell leading down into our Lego room. And I think this is going to be another excellent addition. I'm a big fan as well of the, superheroes. And so I think combining the art and the superheroes together is a great combination. And especially here with the decisions they've made to, have the 3D elements where you've got the hand coming out of the frame, the face is sort of offset from the main art piece there, so it sticks out. All excellent choices, I think, which will, add to the coolness factor when this is on display in our stairwell. And, I think it should just be a lot of fun to build as well, and interesting to see some of the choices they've made and how they layer the different bricks to get these effects. So looking forward to that one. I think, it's going to fit in quite well with the other builds we have on display in our stairwell. Next up, we've got the Tranquil Garden. Another one I think that is very unique and should be an excellent display piece. I think this one in particular will probably go quite well with the bonsai tree that we have on display in the stairwell. It's not specifically I don't think they've specifically labeled this a botanical set, but I really consider this in the botanical family. Really like all the plant work that they've done in here. The excellent white and pink trees in the back there. These excellent trees here, and then you've got the bamboo. Just a very, as the name says, a very tranquil setting and a lot of interesting elements in there. I think it's nice to see Lego branch out into some of these set designs that are a little I don't know, they're not things that I would have necessarily expected in the past from Lego, but I think they are excellent additions to the overall Lego uh, set, sort of catalog. So I'm happy to see them, including things like this, and I hope to see more unique designs like this in the future. So quite happy with that one. Next up, we've got the Venomized Groot. I'm a huge fan of Groot in the Marvel movies, an excellent character, and young Groot is a very fun and interesting character. So, I thought it was great that they did the brick built version of Groot last year, and then now to get a Venomized version, I think is a cool idea. It combines the interesting elements of the character of Venom with, the fun-loving aspects of Groot. So I think this should be a lot of fun to build and will definitely be another excellent display piece around the Lego room. And then last but not least, we've got the Lego Dreams set here. Quite interested in the Dreams line of sets in general. This is the crocodile car, and you've probably seen we've got the Nightmare ship and the Grim Keeper in the background there. Looking forward to trying these out. I have not watched the animated series yet. I will check that out and see what it's like. But I always think it's interesting when Lego comes up with their own IP, and I think that we should be able to see some really interesting ideas and designs out of this Dreams line here. So looking forward to building these initial sets and then seeing where Lego takes that going forward. But a great release window, so many awesome sets, and I was glad to get a subset of the sets that came out in this particular time frame here, and looking forward to building these and adding them to the different display areas around our Lego room. So keep an eye out for reviews on the channel and for these to pop up in various parts of our Lego room in the coming weeks and months. Now, taking a look at the Lego room in general, really happy with how the work around the layout has been coming together. Excellent progress on the city and the track loop that we've got around the layout. And as you've seen from some of our recent videos, we've been doing a lot of work with the lighting in our Lego city and making sure that we've got a good foundation there as we continue to add more modular buildings to the city part of the layout. So, excited with that. We will be continuing to work on the lighting there, and I want to get a bunch of this lighting material around the interior of the layout cleaned up and, either in the city or boxed away so that we've got room for some of our upcoming projects. The big upcoming project, as I mentioned, is going to be prepping for the train show that we are going to be a part of in about a month's time. I've got a video that'll be coming out in the next day or two talking about the overall layout and our contributions to that layout. And that'll be kind of a kickoff for an ongoing series leading up to the train show as we go through and get all of our different modules ready to be displayed. So looking forward to that. We have most of the building blocks of what we're using for the train show, but I've got a number of things I want to do with adding some interesting landscape elements and other sorts of buildings that should work really well for the train show, but will also be excellent additions to our layout here at home. So quite excited about what's coming up there. Also going to be working on continuing to build and film all the different train cars and locomotives that we've got in progress. Cool stuff ahead there, and we'll be running those trains around the layout here in the Lego room, and we'll probably take a number of them to the train show as well. So looking forward to putting those through their paces. And for those that have been inquiring As we've been cleaning things up in the Lego room here, I've got the other locomotives that are in progress unearthed and ready to be finished off. So I'll be working on getting those, hopefully to the finish line as well. So keep an eye out for lots of videos around the layout and Lego trains in general. We've got a number of other projects that we'll be working on as well as we sort of move through this next month. In addition to building sets and doing some sorting and organizing around the room, I've got some other changes I'm looking to make soon to the layout. I want to bite the bullet and make the change to this section here in the layout where the crossovers are going to be to access into the train yard and the all the industries on this portion of the layout. So, we've been doing a lot of things with the city side of the layout, but I would say that in the next month here, we've got a lot of stuff coming up that is going to really change and add a lot of life to this segment of the layout over here, which is exciting. So, lots of great stuff ahead on the channel. So if you have not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.